think about your best life. Close your eyes for me right now. Take a deep breath. And what images come to you? What pictures fill your mind? Does it involve maybe a nice car, a good job, wife, husband, children, maybe some nice holidays? And if some of those things are coming up for you, then I get you. When I was 20 something, then all I wanted was to fall in love, to get married, to buy a house, and to have children. And actually, when I was 27, I was walking down the aisle, wearing the dress, saying the words. The emotion was there because in that moment, I was fulfilling everything that I thought 18-year-old me wanted. I thought that was completing me. And it's not that there's anything wrong with having those goals or those ambitions or wanting those things for your life. But you know what? The next day after I got married, the deep fundamentals hadn't changed. Those things that I thought that I wanted and I thought were going to complete me didn't have that effect that I was thinking. I couldn't look myself in the mirror and say with intention and meaning and depth and honesty that I am confident, I am fulfilled, that I am present in my life, that I have a deep, kind, forgiving loveness for myself. And actually those things that I was striving after were like sticking plasters. Or if I fall in love and someone else values me, I'll value myself. And so this we can see on a small scale and a large one. We see this in society so much. People are so stressed, living a life rat race. We see disconnection between mind and body where the two are fighting each other. We see disconnection between people and other people. We see some of the worst mental health that we've potentially again ever seen. And so after I'd achieved these things that I thought I wanted to achieve, it was like I climbed a hill, and there was satisfaction in doing that. But at the top of that hill, the panoramic view unfolded. My life began when I achieved everything that I thought that I wanted. The possibilities, the opportunities sprang out of this box that I'd put myself in. Why limit myself to just those goals and ambitions? And this is where my mission affects you. Because who doesn't want to feel I am confident, fulfilled, present, and a deep love? And I believe that those things come from coaching deep health. 5 aspects that make up your well-being. And they look different from each individual person. And we're going to deep dive into each one of those through the weeks. I hope you're writing this down. Number 1, physical. Your body needs to be cared for. You can't expect to thrive if your body is under stress. It needs training, movement, exercise. It needs good nutrition and fuel to build itself out of. It needs rest and relaxation. It needs a connection to intuition. Number 2, mental health. Having a feeling, a general feeling that pervades your life of I'm satisfied, I'm calm, I'm peaceful, I'm fulfilled. Number 3, emotional. How many of us can truly say that we know how to process a full spectrum of emotions? How many of us fall into numbing those through TV, video games, mobile phones, drinking, drugs? And it's not that any of those things in themselves aren't bad, but if we're using them to mask feeling and emotion, repressing it, we're doing damage to ourselves. Number 4, environmental. Does your environment support your health? Does it provide you with a peaceful, calm environment? Does it provide you with the support for the habits that you want to build? If you've got a TV here and a phone here every single evening, that environment is not necessarily supporting your mental health. Number 5, relational. Can you have a deep, authentic connection to other human beings? Can you show up and not be worried that they are going to judge you? Can you show up and not be afraid to show your true self? And number 6, existential. Do you have a meaning and a purpose for life? Take that away and people are lost and depressed. Give them a purpose, a service, and life blossoms again. So here's my challenge for you. Out of those 5 areas, physical, mental, emotional, environmental, relational, and existential, where are you doing great at? Where could you do better? Remember, these are all interconnected. So one feeds into the other. You look after your physical body and your mind feels better. You look after your environment and it's easy to look after your body. And this is where my mission affects you. Because my coaching cares for you. For every single messy part. For the bits that you can't do. For the bits that you feel rubbish at. For when you have a jumbled head and a heavy heart. It's not about putting you in boxes. It's not about the fitness plan, the nutrition, the yoga, the rest and recovery. It's about integrating those things into a much wider holistic viewpoint. Coaching that builds identity, skills, habits, and mindset. And that's where true success and true fulfillment lies. So here's my challenge for you today. Take it away with you. Drop your thoughts on it in the comments. I'd love to know how you have reflected on this, what's been useful, and what you're going to implement and change in your life this week. Challenge number 1. What do you really want? Is it the nice car? Or is that just going to make you want the next thing? And how do you get that? Do you know the process that you need to employ to get to whatever that goal is? It might be saving to get to the car. Or if your goal is, I want to feel confident, do you know how to implement those changes? Let me know down below.